How much time does the appellant have left? Counsel?
May it please the court. First of all, pathologists performing autopsies do not decide proximate cause questions. Either courts or juries decide proximate cause questions. The fact that the autopsy report was amended is not dispositive of the question of proximate cause. And it's not effective on the question of our expert witness's opinion. Our expert witness reached his opinion without relying on the autopsy report because it was focused on the mechanism of death. The mechanism of death can be important. It's urged here today that it's absolutely essential to know what the mechanism of death is. The words were, you must know why someone died to be able to prove a case for wrongful death. Well, let me tell you why I think that's not correct. In a head-on collision case in which there is a massive chest injury to one driver who is killed, it might be very important to know the mechanism of death if the claim is that the pacemaker implanted in the chest of the decedent failed at about the time of the collision. But if there is no pacemaker, there is no cardiac history, there are no issues of any kind about any medical condition that might be an alternate cause of death to that driver decedent, the blunt force trauma is sufficient and we need not investigate further. This is a psychiatric blunt force trauma case in which this defendant booted the care of this patient on multiple levels, left her out of the hospital, which obviously had nothing to do with the autopsy report. The autopsy report is extraneous to hospitalization, caused her to suffer a dramatic injury in her life, an injury that seems to be dismissed by the defense, which would focus instead on physical injuries, suggesting they're the only kind to be redressed in our courts. This is a person who fought her illness and functioned with it successfully, made the most of her life, did well with good care, deserves our respect for that, and inspires me to wonder, when I don't use my talents to the maximum, what's wrong with me? Her case should be tried.
Thank you very much. Counsel are excused. Case is submitted. That completes this session of the Court of Appeals.